It's very different from some of the programs I've attended to. I just find this one's broken up into a little bit more thorough. It's not just a 3-day event. It's actually their website, which is probably the most important part of this, because at a boot camp for 3 days, there's only so much you can retain. But with this one here, there's a little bit more. There's boot camp. There's a boot camp video before you actually come to the actual event, and there's broken up modules, the core modules, which has sort of been very interesting. And also there's the printout of the PDS booklet, which is online that you can download, which also gives. There's 3 ways of learning. You've got learnings at the boot camp, you've got learnings through the core modules, plus you've got the previous boot camp. So look, if you don't get it 3 ways, there's 3 ways of learning. So I find that very beneficial. Look, I was speaking to Amy early on, and I was just saying to her, look, I was just talking to her about how to get direct developments directly, sourcing your own product. And I've been involved in actually knocking on doors and sending out letters. So we were just speaking about different ways we were doing that. So look, it's just, look, these guys are just very straightforward. They tell you everything as it is. There's no hidden agenda. Everything's just actually honest. And that's something that is very impressive about this particular boot camp. Out of this program, you know, you learn every step in detail of a development. Now, I've actually done a building construction diploma. You don't even get any of this information. So, you know, in Victoria, if you sit for a diploma in building construction, you only learn about building construction. What you see here is all the different phases of the building project. So in the building construction diploma, all you're doing is just learning about building, and that's it. And you know, all your regulations towards your building. So in this course, you're learning all areas of the building development stages, which is something that's not really delivered in any courses anywhere. So this is one of the first that I know of. And working with fantastic people like Amy and Jason, it just makes life so easy, because these guys are they're very free with their information. It comes out natural, and then they're there to help. That's their whole purpose, to help others get to where they are. When you do select a JV partner, you really got to sit down with your JV partner and work out where you're going. Because the biggest issue is, if the minds are so different, there's no medium point. So, you know, at the end of the day, understanding, and this is what I've done with my current business partner, Spiro. We've sort of sat down over a number of meetings, spoke about different ways of doing things, and now we've been sort of seeing each other for the last 6-7 months, and we've got a good understanding how we both operate. And no, it's great, because we've not only moved into that sort of venture, we've moved into another partnership. So that's another business venture, working in childcare and in building renovations and looking after childcare centres in Victoria. So you don't know where JVs lead you to. For someone who's looking at doing something like this, at the end of the day, you can sit on the fence and think about it, or think about dipping your feet, or you can sort of sit there and think, well, shall I dip my feet? Well, this is the only course that I know of. You can actually get all phases of education in development. There's a lot of courses out there, but look, at the end of the day, if you're thinking about doing something like this, is ideal. This is not a hard course to do. It doesn't matter what level you are in education. It doesn't matter what field you come from. This is very straightforward. You can follow the very simple steps, and the other thing is they break it down in very simple steps, so everybody from every walks of life can understand how to do this.